Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel, Tarot by Bronx. This is Tarot Talk. These are Tarot Tings, and I'm your host, Boogie Down Bronx, and I'm here with the Daily Tea with your host, B, aka me. All right, so I'm a little bit late today, starting out. Don't know why. Just feeling a little bit lazy today, but still excited to be here. Still excited to do the Daily Tea, of course. Hopefully, you guys are taking it easy. We have the lunar eclipse coming up, really starting Sunday to Monday, depending on what time zone you're on. So take your time, especially if you have Scorpio placements. You could also be feeling it if you have Taurus, Leo, Aquarius fixed placements, because eclipses bring a lot of big changes, and then it's in the sign of Scorpio, so it's going to be affecting all the fixed signs. It's going to be squaring Aries and Leo, and it's going to be opposite Taurus. So there can be, some major changes for you if you have that sign. More intense period right now for you. Check out my Patreon. Shout out to my Patreon, because on my Patreon, if you subscribed or if you already are on there, you're going to see the early access lunar eclipse Scorpio video where I talk about where it's affecting everyone as a collective and then individually in your charts. So check that out. I am going to release that probably maybe the day before the eclipse, maybe Saturday. And yeah, but it's up there now if you want to see it early access and know what to expect. Okay, so we're going to flip over these cards and see what's going on for the daily tea today. We got Virgo. That's me. A Virgo sun. Oh shoot, they talk about me right here. Virgo sun. So we got Virgo energy. The alchemist, methodical, aligned, ritualistic, efficient, insightful, healthy, dutiful, solitary, critical, nervous, perfectionist. We have sun, which is being, essence, energy, self-awareness, life force, ego, individuality, solitude, father. And then we have eighth house, merging, investments, intensity, contract, sex, secrets, mysteries, obsessions, inheritance. Some of you could be getting some money today from an outside source, or you could be getting some type of refund check. But maybe today is about figuring out how we can integrate intimacy into our everyday lives, or be more intimate with ourselves, be more intimate with other people. Let's see if we can get some clarity on this energy here. Can we get some clarity on if you have eighth house placements? This can resonate for you if you have Leo with the sun card, Virgo, or Scorpio placements. So what other energies can we tie in today? For what can we expect with this Virgo energy, eighth house energy, small business, addiction, or codependency? Small business kind of reminds me of the Virgo. The addiction or codependency ties into the eighth house. So we need to really pay attention to the details today. The details of what are we filling our days with today. Okay. We have new job or increase. Some of you are going to be getting a new job. Could be getting a new job offer coming in. Check your mail, check your email. You might have, like, if you had an interview or you have an interview today, you may hear something back from that job fairly quickly, maybe the same day, but something with your work today, especially. Now, with this card here, the eighth house energy is more correlated to addiction and codependency. So I think it's important today to really pay attention to, like, the small details of our days. Virgo deals with details, and so we have to make sure that every moment is fruitful, is meaningful for us. We don't want to spend too much time in any one thing. All right. So eighth house energy and Scorpio energy deals with all or nothing. It deals with extremes, and so it's like either all in or all out. And this is also a breeding ground for codependency. I'm going to clarify codependency real quick. Can we clarify the codependency card? So be careful of being dependent on things in your everyday life, like small things. Some of you are actually dependent upon other people, or needing other people to validate you. You have stopped searching for external answers. So be careful of, being addicted to trying to figure out the past completion or closure, trying to get closure, addicted to like being stuck in the past as a way to prevent you from fully moving forward and fully healing. Where'd it go? You have the healer card, and then stop searching for external answers. So I feel like today is a day that all the answers that you need are right in front of you right now. They're in the details, they're in your life. Anything that is not being revealed to you doesn't need to be revealed to you yet, not the right time. This is a great day to focus in on some details of your current business, or maybe going into a new business. You want to look at the fine print, especially because we're in Mercury retrograde now. So any new thing that you start, you definitely want to take your time, move slowly. You don't want to rush into it because Mercury retrograde is good for missing important details. So everything that you are moving into in your lives right now, for you guys, especially for today, you need to be careful of missing important details. Slow down and focus on the details today, the details of everything. What other energies do we have coming towards us today? And be careful of addictions. Pay attention to like the ways that you start your day, the ways that you end your day. What do you need to feel good? There could be some addiction to working as well. What else do we have coming towards us today? Spirit, what else is coming towards us today? But everything in moderation. Too much of anything is not good. All right. So I think this is the main message. Oh, I don't have my affirmation cards here. My mom took them. So we're not going to do an affirmation today, but we'll do one tomorrow. But for some of you today, you're going to realize that you have some type of codependency on something in your everyday life, in your everyday routines. Something that you use to make yourself feel good, or it started out as you made yourself feel good with this thing. And then it turned into some type of addiction. It turned into some type of dependency. I don't know where this came from. I heard it in my head. It was like, tell them stop watching so many tarot readings. For some of you, there is an addictive tendency to watching readings online. And not to say like you can't watch my readings. You should watch my readings. But I mean, at your own leisure. Like if you're using them too heavily to make your decisions, right? You're not actually trusting yourself. You're trying so hard to rely on outside influences to cause you to self-sabotage and not trust your intuition, and you're using it too much to look for external validation or external answers. It can be an addiction. Anything that you have developed in excess, depending on another person or thing or situation, is causing an imbalance today. Got Sagittarius energy, and this Temperance card is all about moderation. So where can you practice being in more moderation today, where you're not so, if something messes up, right, or if one thing goes wrong in the routine, or if something isn't up to par exactly, it throws your whole day off. It really throws you off. It makes you feel unstable. There needs to be a little bit more grounding, or maybe practicing better habits. You can be addicted to anything: food, people, sex, something that you've used to fill a void. And you're going to start to see it show up. You're going to start to see it show up maybe because it's been taken away from you, or it's decreased, or, you feel like you need it more, whatever that is for you, that you are dependent upon in some way in your everyday life. It could be the smallest thing. It's something just to be attentive of. It's to pay attention to. And how can you, switch up the routine, switch up the energy to make it more fun, or try something different so that you're not getting stuck in some type of addictive behavior. Anything else? The Death card in reverse. Again, Scorpio. We're releasing this hold that something has on us mentally or emotionally that has been in our lives, on our everyday lives. And it's like, it could have been like one of those things where it showed up like for some of you, I'm seeing like cigarettes in my head. Could be vape. but something that has showed up and you're like, I'm only going to just do this one time, you know, like with the desserts and stuff like that. I'm only going to eat this one time. One time won't hurt me. One time won't kill me, until it's in your everyday life. It's there every single day. When you said, oh, just one time, I'm going to do it one time, you know, so be careful. Devil cards, Capricorn energy, releasing this addictive behavior, this obsessiveness, and letting the evolution take place. For some of you, you are afraid to fill that void. We have the Taurus and the Scorpio energy here again. So there is going to be like, it could be this sense of relapsing into something that filled a void in the past, and you're realizing this does not fulfill me anymore. What you really need is like true intimacy, true connection, true emotional fulfillment, not these short lived feelings of indulgence, or like, you know, like a hit of nicotine, a hit of alcohol, whatever it is. So be careful of those small hits that turn into long-term addictions in your everyday life. The smallest thing. What are those things that you have become codependent on that you're using to replace real intimacy, replace real connection, real emotional fulfillment, or you're using to avoid feeling uncomfortable feelings? Yeah, it's getting deep. We're in the Scorpio eclipse energy. It's getting deep. It's going to ask you these tough questions, okay? So thank you guys for watching. If this resonated, please let me know down in the comments down below. Let me know how you're liking these daily reads. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I am at Tarot by Bronx on everything.